Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
How is everyone doing?
I can't keep a straight face.
I'm upset about something.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, according to that thumbnail.
This is why Jake never wants me to act skits with him, because I can't do it.
A thespian.
Do I look grumpy?
A little bit.
No, you look silly.
Dang it. Hi, everybody.
Greetings.
Hello. So, what brings us together today is our love for books and our channels. And there's a lot of hot topics going on sometimes. And we never get to make those videos because we mostly talk about books. So
Well, it's funny you say we never get to make those videos. We could, but we're adults.
let's see who's here.
A lot of cool people are here.
Lots of people are here.
Rob loves books.
Oh.
So do we.
Chocolate Monk?
Did you guys know what that's from? Chocolate Monk?
No.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going to tell us?
Should I spoil it? Should I spoil it, Chocolate Monk?
Yeah, we'll wait to see what he says in the comments.
Yeah, we'll see.
Chadwick channel is still.
Cheese for the wine.
I like this next comment a lot.
Well, I'm not sure who he's talking about.
I don't know who's Nick.
I don't think
No one Nick.
Scott.
What's up, Scott? What's up, Austin?
Hey.
Exactly. Hot pockets. Why are they so hot?
Yeah.
Oh, Living Dead Envy's here. What's up?
I've never had a hot pocket.
You're not missing anything.
Yeah, that's okay.
You're fine.
They're kind of awful.
It's funny, the things that make me excited to come to the United States for a visit is like things like Target. I've never, but I see it on TV and in commercials sometimes, and I'm like,
You're such a basic white girl.
I've just never been to
That's where they
one.
all are.
I was teaching a class in England that was a mix of British students and American students. And I did my whole speech and all this stuff. And I said, does anybody have any questions? And a British kid raised his hand. And I said, yeah, what's your question? He said, do you guys really drink out of those red cups that are white on the inside? And I was like, Solo cups? We absolutely do drink from Solo cups. That was the one question that the British side of the room had for their American teacher. Do we drink out of Solo cups?
Nice.
Well, it's like you see all these things on TV, like extreme couponing or thing like, I want to do that. That looks so much fun.
Well, you have to fight for that. That's physically violent out here. It's crazy. It's a big deal. So if make sure you choose wisely on the couponing choice.
I'm doing a lot of research on your people right now. I'm trying to learn a lot about the South. So it's been a fun research week for Andreea.
Is that how you refer to us, as the South?
Well, it is
all of America.
Right, I was confused as well.
Is south of us, but
that's what I'm asking.
I'm doing some research on like Southern literature and ye old West literature.
You got to read McDowell. Yeah, Southern Gothic.
Yeah, I have to read that big chunky book, the Blackwater.
Listen to it on Audible. It's the best Audible I've ever heard. Straight up. So enjoyable.
Our audiobooks reading.
They're topic number one.
They're listening. It's all I do when I drive. I just drive and listen to, and I drive a lot. I'm not even at my house now.
That's true.
Richard.
Hey, Richard. Hello from the South.
The South. Wait, but hold on. Texas counts as the South, right?
No,
but I'm not from here. No,
and
Texas
it's not
is
the
like,
South.
No,
Okay.
Texas is its own thing.
Texas is its own deal, man.
Yeah. But no, but I'm not even from here. I'm from Washington. Like,
Yeah.
I'm from the North. I'm a Northwest boy.
He's a Northwest boy. I'm a Southwest boy.
The Great Wide North.
Yes.
So, what do you guys want to? I was thinking that there are some topics right now on the booktubes that people are discussing, and I don't actually understand some of them. And the first one is the paperback thing, because I'm seeing a lot of videos. Like, my entire feed is just filled with people discussing the death of the paperback.
Yeah, mine too.
But I'm confused because even when you go through self-publishing on Amazon, like we did, you can format the book the way that you want. So like, we don't have the big paperback; we have a teeny tiny one. So
was that hard, Jake, or did you have to like find a button to do that? And
no, there's no button. I had to do, and I struggled with it so much. I had Justin from Fathom Press help me format it. And because he had done it at that size, that's what they do, that size, for the Fathom Press releases as well.
So the trade paperbacks are easier in the long run.
Oh, way easier. Yeah, you just push a button and Amazon transports it's over. And hey, Shuffle Boyle.
Oh.
No, it was a pain in the butt, and I actually had a Ollie message me from Criminolly, because the Weird Frequencies was this size, and he's like, "How the heck did you get it?" Because he wanted to make it this size.
Yeah,
but he's like, the guy he was having do it. He's like, he just was struggling so much. He was just kind of like, it'd be easier to do Garbology this size, and so that's what they went with. But
yeah,
no, it was a lot of work, but so what?
It's doable. Is the point?
Yeah.
So my question is like, has it actually died, or is it big publishers refusing to do any kind of trade paperbacks altogether forever and always? Like, is it the death of the airport book? Or like, am I imagining the argument or not? Like,
I hate to say it, I haven't watched any of those videos. I'm serious. I haven't watched any of those videos, so I don't. Are they saying? Yeah. What's up, Sephros? Are they saying? I like that all the people from the UK are able to watch this one because of our time choice. Are they saying that publishers are now not publishing that size anymore? Is that the gist of the statement?
I read one article, I believe, because people were talking about it, and that's what they said. Like, oh, the actual slide it, have it fit in your pocket, have your bookshelves not take up, or your bookshelves not take up rooms if you want to have a large collection. But that's all they were saying. I think somebody finally noticed that, oh, they don't make them this size anymore. Somebody actually went to a Barnes and Noble and was like, oh, these are all the big fat. This is mass market, right? This is mass market size. The trade paperback's the one that's bigger. Correct. All the trade paperback bigger, size. Yeah. Hey, little sprout. So like, who cares?
I prefer this size.
I prefer the size greatly. I do understand what people are saying, because some people, like when we made Weird Frequencies, there were quite a few people that were like, can you please make the Kindle version, which eventually we did, because it's too small for me. And that is the one. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
The comment on the screen. Sorry.
I hate frizzy flyaway eyes. That's the worst.
You know what? That is fair.
I don't know. I don't use shampoo. I wouldn't know.
Mm-hmm. It couldn't be true.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Chadwick says he watched. I watched the Vaughn video about the paperback death. It seems the last mass market paperback format distributor has stopped carrying them, I guess.
Which one would that be?
I don't know.
Oh.
Mass frequencies. Yeah, I don't know. I
don't know if it affects. Maybe some people I could understand. Yeah, that's what I think.
Good point, Scott.
A lot of good point. I got was my birthday the week or two ago, and I got a gift card for Barnes and Noble, and I went there, and I'm like, what am I gonna do with this?
Yeah.
The same thing. I just read vintage stuff, so I think I went and got coffee and cheesecake with my kids. Like that's from the cafe, and that's kind of what I spent my Barnes and Noble. Oh yeah, they're not being distributed, huh?
Okay.
So, but my question is, if you can still format it yourself for self-publication, and if people like Fathom Press can still continue to do it, then it's still alive and being produced, right?
Yeah. But it's hard. Jake had to go through a lot of hell to do it.
But now that part of that could have just been because I'm stupid. And so, like, now that I know how to do it, it won't be as hard.
Yeah, Matt is making a good point here, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I'll tell you what, I went in. So I'm so used to buying books at yard sales and estate sales and used. I went into Barnes and Nobles when I first got here, visited my brother, looking for the book The Fisherman by John Langan. I don't know if you guys have heard of this.
I really want to read it. I haven't.
So I've been listening to it on the way up. I'm almost done. It's incredible. It's incredible. Yeah. But I want to be able to hold the book up when I make my video. And they didn't have it. But I was looking at other books, and I'm so used to used bookstore prices that the prices at Barnes and Noble shock me. Like, it is incredible. And that's probably just normal. I think most, book shoppers would be like, no, that's a normal price for that book. But the trade paperbacks are like $20 now. So I don't know. That's crazy. Well, and they didn't have the book.
Well, the thing with like sizes of books too is like one of my favorite books is like art books. I love art books so much because they have this high quality like photocopy of the pictures of the books or the prints or the artwork. Like I have so many pulpy ones, and it's impossible to ever take it out of the house because they're ginormous, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, wouldn't it be towards everyone's benefit to have more portable books for sales?
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah. I think people's argument is that's what Kindle is for, or that's what the e-reading format is for the cheap portability that has replaced this.
Oh.
And but for those of us who don't like doing, reading that way, it's kind of a pain.
I had the first Kindle, the one that was the Paperwhite, I think it was called. That your case had to have a light because the screen didn't light up, so it was supposed to look just like paper. And I did read some stuff on that, but it was I couldn't. It wasn't for me. But I'll tell you, I just put up this video of all these weird books you can add to your library. And somebody commented like the price tags on these books are absolutely insane, and they're right. And used books equals piracy. That's interesting. And then somebody said that's what Kindle's for. They responded to that comment of the prices are insane with that's what Kindle is for. So apparently all these books you can get cheap Kindle versions and read it on your Kindle instead of paying the eBay price that a lot of people are asking. Now I'm just a nut and a big reader and a big collector, so I want the oldest copy of the book that I can get.
Yeah,
me too, Scott. Me too.
Same. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I guess this totally brings us into another topic, which is book collecting, because a lot of people consider reading a separate hobby from book collecting because they're related, but they're kind of the same sometimes. And it's like, as a book collector, lately I've found that seeing so many videos pop up about people saying read what you own makes me very uncomfortable.
Not read them yet, says Sepros. I like what Austin said, eternal reading. He said, I got a Kindle years ago and broke it the first day I brought it to work.
Yeah.
That makes it really expensive.
There's actually some truth to that, because I was just at my my ex's home, dropping off my children the other day, and she has a very beautiful, huge wall-to-wall bookshelf, right? Like built-in fireplace in the middle, very, very cool. And on those bookshelves were like Target knickknacks and like this many books, but they were all just like crappy looking Sarah J. Maas books, stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, this library's lame. But yeah, there's probably 20 books there because it was just that aesthetic, just to make it look like a pretty design here, as opposed to just a wall of paper.
Yeah. On the other side of that, like I have a friend that collects antiquarian medical texts. I mean, old, amazing, like wall of these old medical texts. He doesn't read them. He collects them. He loves the object of the book, right? He loves the crazy drawings, the anatomical drawings that are not as correct as they could be because they're older. That kind of stuff. He loves it as an object. And I think there are collectors like there are things in my library that I bought that I love as an object that I won't read.
Yeah.
And I'm an in-between. I'm a collector and a reader. I love doing both. So yeah, I think that's an interesting idea. And it's funny because I just watched, because you I think turned me on to it, Jake Ollie's video, where he's given up the Read What You Own challenge.
Which he started.
Right. Yeah, well,
and I've been telling him he needs to end it because it's stupid.
But one of the things he said is, I want to build a library. And that is to me the words of a collector, right? And I know Ollie reads. That's his whole channel. He reads, definitely, but he doesn't want to have to read everything that he has. He wants to collect stuff and read stuff.
Plus, people, I think we've all heard, I do it every single time I buy huge quantities of books. People are like, are you going to read all these?
Yeah.
Like, probably not, but that's kind of what a library is for. I'm not just collecting my trophies of the books I've read. I want to be able to come into my space and walk in and find something that I've never read before.
That was a good one you put up a second ago, Andreea.
It's hard to judge people.
Yeah. Before we hang out, I need to see your Kindle. Yeah, I collect DAW books, and I guarantee you I'm not going to read the entire DAW line because they publish some crap. They really
there's a lot of gore and a lot of
Norman Gore or whatever. Yeah. Who wants a book with who wants a library with books I've already read? It's good to see you, Krabby. I haven't seen you in a while.
A library of possibility. That's beautiful.
Go Frenzy. What's going on, Go Frenzy?
Well, I was also thinking about okay, so you guys have gotten photos from me from the Merrill collection, the library that I volunteer at, and
Judith Merrill, yeah.
Judith Merrill, and it's basically a rare sci-fi, fantasy, and speculative fiction library.
Andreea has a video on that, and you should check it out. It's
keep
awesome.
talking. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna have more coming.
Nice.
But my point is that library exists because Judith Merrill collected all these books in her lifetime and then donated it all to them. And she had already curated her own personal collection to fit that vibe. And a lot of rare book libraries and a lot of public libraries end up with a big mass donation sometimes that is kind of slightly curated by somebody. So like I could totally see Guillermo del Toro, for example, donating all that stuff to a proper museum or library because he's collected so many weird things and books and rare things. And it's like sometimes an individual curating their own little niche library ends up benefiting the public as well eventually.
Yeah, if you dive into my antiquarian book collection, it's all fairy tales. It's all going to be fairy tale or fairy tale related. And that is kind of the unique aspect of collecting that I do. And it's funny because I have one shelf that's all the really old antiquarian ones that I don't read. And then I have the shelf of all the kind of modern, newer translations, trade paperbacks that I do read. It's just part of collecting. And if I donate it, it's gonna be specifically, I think people that study fairy tales would go see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were just saying, Jake, how sometimes people curate their own personal libraries and then donate it to a big collection or something. But it's like pre-curated.
Yeah.
Yes,
Aww.
Austin. Yeah, nice.
Put that on a t-shirt. That's so cute.
I've heard people talk about, and quite a few around the same topic. There's been a lot of I've seen videos of people talking about, what am I going to do with my library? What's going to happen to it after I die? Is this going to be a burden on my loved ones? Is this going to be and even that conversation, like there's some validity to that, I would say, but so what?
You're not old enough for that discussion to affect you yet.
I'm older than I look. I just moisturize, okay? But like, I don't view books as a burden. Like if I was, and maybe that's just people like us, book lovers in that niche. But like, if my grandfather died earlier late last year, and my mom was messaging me from Washington, like, "Hey, do you want anything of your grandfather?" I was like, "Well, does he have any books?" You know what I mean? But like,
if I gave away my books before I died, my daughter would kill me again. Like straight up. She loves my books.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
Yeah, I'm lucky. Yeah.
That's how you raised her though, because like all my kids love my book. They each have their own bookshelves in their rooms like that are stuffed, overflowing, and I need to build bigger ones. Like because it's just something that we have in our household. I get a lot of people don't have that, but like even the people that we're making these videos saying like I may have 10 years left, I may have however long I have left on this earth, who knows? What am I gonna do with them? I'm like, all the different people you know on this channel, all the different friends you know on this channel, how difficult would it be to
seriously?
It's not a thing.
No, I think it is a thing, but luckily I think that there's smart ways to handle it.
I don't think it is.
I think there's smart ways to handle it.
Because this is what I'm saying is like, you can view your life as like, okay, I'm already got one foot in the grave or whatever. Just live your life how you're going to live your life. You're going to have things. The people that love you are going to be like, yeah, he's got a crap ton of books because he loved books, because she loved books. And so it's, it's an act of love, finding where these go, finding who gets to be blessed with this collection later on. And if you are smart, you do get that figured out, but it's not something that you like dread. Like, oh, who am I going to burden with this?
Can I tell you guys a weird pet peeve of mine?
It's a positive outlook, Jake. Yeah.
Okay, so when you watch like movies and there's always like a children's movie or grown-up movie and they're like, this was my mother's favorite book. And it's like the most well-read book with all these like inserts and like it's read over and over again. And they'll be like, this is the only book she read her entire life.
Right.
And it's like, I remember there was a phase in my life, like maybe I was in early high school, where I was like obsessed with the idea of finding that one book that is going to be my special, like amazing book that I was going to like super flag and like make it all like thick and well read. And then I've never had that because I always want the next book and I always want to get more. Yeah. And I read so many and there's so many that are my favorites for so many reasons. And in the movies, it's almost like they make it seem like one person who read a lot read only one book their entire life.
Pearl S. Buck, The Good Earth, by the way, has been passed down by the women in my mother's line for probably 2 or 3 generations now. And it is like my mom will anytime she sees a copy, will hold on to it and think of her grandmother and her mother. And that is an interesting point. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. That's 100%. That's how I got the first really large collection I got is because their dad died collected books. None of their kids knew what to do with them, collect them. So it was a Facebook marketplace thing.
Yeah.
If anybody, we're going to throw these away, and we don't want to because we know how much our dad loved them. And
Yeah.
this dad didn't have a plan.
Yeah.
And so I came and I was able to chat with these guys for the longest time, and just they got a lot of joy seeing my joy. Like my eyes light up as I'm opening boxes of old science fiction stuff.
Yeah.
Loving it. And I was like, this is awesome. Like your dad was an awesome guy. And they're just like, yeah. They're able to see like some of their father's passion through me at that. And it was a beautiful thing. And I got a bunch of free books.
Yeah, I have the stupidest daydream where I'm dead and my grandchildren are going through my YouTube channel and reading the copies of the books that I read to make those videos.
Mm-hmm. That's actually a kind of cool concept,
right? I mean, we are leaving a trail of our reading. A digital trail of what we read and the order we read it in, which is kind of cool. Yeah. That's one of the things I love about being a YouTuber.
Yeah, it is recording. Like I do treat it like my diary sometimes with vlogs or like what I've read this week and stuff like that. And it's kind of fun to think that one day some student is going to have an assignment in school to like assess the readership patterns of the 2020s.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Will you put Shuffle Boyle's comment up again?
Yes, this one.
Yeah, it's interesting, Shuffle Boyle. Do you mean that it's cool to read nonfiction, or are you just saying that it's not cool for him to read at all? Mm. I have this weird image of like people like nonfiction's it. You don't read that fiction stuff. Because there was a big push for nonfiction for quite a while.
Yeah. It might just be the genre too. People might look at genre as being more you're reading a fairy book or something like, as Jock Friends or something.
Look at Jake segue perfectly into genre.
I'm a pro at this.
Men only read nonfiction. That's interesting.
That is something.
Depends on the week, Krabby. Seriously.
The Necronomicon.
It's the best way to get yourself off the island, to make a deal with the old gods, and yeah.
Oh, not cool. Oh, gotcha. Really?
Just for studies. How interesting. Yeah, I'm hoping that fiction has a huge comeback. I'm not huge nonfiction.
I feel like on Booktube too, though, depending on which phase you're in or which community you happen to be around, there's always kind of waves. Like I remember when I started in 2018, everyone was reading fantasy series. Like everyone was on Brandon Sanderson or Robin Hobb, like all of the series, like all the time, like whatever was coming out new from fantasy, like that was it. And then they kind of split into their own bubble. Like the fantasy tube has their own little world.
Yeah. Modern fantasy.
Yeah. And then there was Nonfiction November that ran for like 10 years, and everyone was reading micro histories and like nature books and all these nonfiction books. And then it's like, it's just because you move on as one person doesn't mean that there still isn't a whole crowd of people doing that right now.
Yeah. I'm hoping that there's a Booktube group for every genre and type of reader. I would assume there would be. Yeah.
Oh yeah. For like, even these old guys these old men that just read nonfiction is like, you can't tell me that there's not a YouTube,
a Booktube,
World War II Booktube,
nonfiction corner.
Or exactly.
They probably have different words for things they can't say, or YouTube will demonetize them.
Yeah, I'd tell your student he needs smarter friends. Books are cool.
Yeah.
Do people actually get made fun of for reading?
I was well, in middle school I did a little bit. Yeah.
I did in fourth grade. I bought a book to school once, and the kids were like, "Oh, look at you! You think you're better than everybody else?"
Yeah.
But the two kids that said that were like the two, like they were already held back once. Like they were the dumb kids. So I was just like,
Yeah,
I'm curious what you think.
my last year in middle school, my teacher said, "What do you guys want to read?" Because she was awesome and was going to try to let us pick the books, and I wanted to read Franz Kafka's The Metamorphosis, and I said that, and somebody from behind me said, "Oh, you must be one of them smart kids."
No,
And
he did not.
yeah, and it really confused me because and I at that time, and probably still a little bit now, I don't think a lot before I speak. So
but you spun around so angrily that your monocle went flying out.
I turned around and said, "Does that make you like a stupid kid?" Like, I was super confused. So I asked the question, and he turned all red and got pissed, and then he punched me in the face at lunch.
Nice.
Yeah, but that's like the most violence I've ever received for being a lover of books. And it was kind of my fault because I should have just ignored him, you know what I mean? But I couldn't help it. I was like, wait a minute, by your own logic, are you calling yourself an idiot? Like, what's happening here? Ha. Anti-intellectualism is rampant. Yeah. Close, Tim. I just turned the question back around on him. Oh man, the book fairs. You remember the book fairs? Oh.
I hate them now. My kids go to them and they always get books, but I'm like, they're so lame because they're paper thin. They're the cheapest quality
Scholastic,
possible.
Yeah.
And Scholastic sucks now. So yeah. They still get their books, but I'm just not excited to go with them.
Football and drinks and weed. I was reading fantasy and Lovecraft. I'm in my room putting them away.
I love just reading them
to
himself.
I did both. All those things except for football. I did both.
Yeah, that's wild to me. People, because I've heard that as well too.
One of my best friends is like, I've read one book in my life and I love it. And I think it was The Pale Blue Dot by Carl Sagan.
And then they go, "Do you want to hear about my politics?" And you're like,
oh my God.
Well, maybe that's part of like the charm of finding a community on Booktube, because then you get to find people who find this stuff so cool. Like, I think now my biggest flex is if I can ever find a book that Jake has never heard of.
Right.
You know? Like, that's now like a quest for me. Like, every day I go book shopping and I'm like, I wonder if Jake has this.
I was the same with you, Andrea, finding those couple of books. You and I, you're super hard for me to shop for because we have very similar tastes. So I'm like, boats.
Does she already have it though?
Right. And that one I sent you pictures of, you don't have. So I feel like a win, but it took me how long have we known each other that I found one book for you? And I have tried. Yeah, it's really crazy because before Booktube, like I've met Jake in person. I went to Jake's house, and walking in there, I was like, "Holy crap! This is my people. This is what my walls look like." And it's so strange because, like I had to go a state over, and I had to start a YouTube channel to find somebody with an interest that's similar to mine. Like, it's amazing how YouTube does bring people together that way. Like, I mean, right here we've got Texas, New Mexico, and Canada. That's incredible.
Yeah,
just Canada, all of it.
All of it, every part of it.
You guys get separate states, and I get Canada.
That's because I don't know the names of the different places in Canada.
That's fair.
Toronto. That's a
place. Yeah, and there's the Moose.
That's a place.
Mooseland
from a different place. Richard's not from the same place Andrea is. He's from a different part of Canada.
They're like, but you guys are all like 30 minutes apart from each other.
That's right. Yeah, that's true. But they're like, I could never make it there. He's up 2 hours north.
I know. Just like me. Yeah.
Actually,
that's true.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about the label of Booktube? I know some people like hate the term, and I feel like it's a good way to just differentiate it from like what's happening on regular YouTube, right?
The minute I heard somebody call it that, I started calling that and never cared. I agree with you. It's an easy way to say this is YouTube about books.
Mm-hmm.
And then we added the our corner of Booktube, right? That which specifies further the genres that we're into. Yeah. Austin.
I feel like if it did, a lot of people will just move to the United States, because sometimes everyone's like, "This is so cold. It's so cold. I want to leave," and they're like, "But they have guns and they don't have free healthcare." And then it's like, "Okay, we'll stay." But if they take over, I am moving. I already have like a list of all the places.
Why don't we just switch? I'll just head to where you are, and you head to where I am. You can live in a hot desert, and I'll live in a snowy place.
Snowy place.
Yeah, I miss snow. I saw some when I was driving up here. I didn't stop. I should have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't. The label doesn't bother me. Booktube. Is it a little kitschy or cringy? Maybe.
Is it?
I don't think so.
I'm so confused. I never understood why that would be weird.
Yeah. I think it's fine. Get over it. It's not cringy like Book Talk. TOK talk.
I've always wondered about TikTok. I've never TikToked, but
I've never TikTok, but I think it's just people. Book Talk is just people holding books while they're doing the dances.
Yeah, I had somebody that I was talking to that was like on TikTok that said, if you're doing well on YouTube, you have to open a TikTok.
Yeah.
But it seems insurmountable to me because I'm old, I guess. I don't know. I don't see how. I mean, is it as good as YouTube?
You know what? I did get addicted to TikTok for a bit, a hot minute. And first, there used to be, I think, a limit, kind of like Twitter, where there was like only a minute that people had to get your attention. But now they can do them a lot longer. And like I found really cool people who are also on YouTube. So they do both. So it's kind of like a cross promotion, because they'll get your attention on TikTok. And then they'll be like, if you want to see the long form of this, head over to YouTube.
That sounds like good business to me.
It is good business. A lot of people with a lot of like YouTube subscribers have a following on TikTok. Like it kind of.
Do I got to make a TikTok? Damn it.
Well, the point is like, how do you get people's attention right away? Like how.
I'll just take my shirt off.
Yeah.
I've got tattoos all over. I got tattoos all over here.
I still haven't seen them. I don't believe you. Prove it.
Let's
take it off. Come on, chat. Take it off.
Jake, next time I'm at your house, I'm going to walk into your room in the middle of the night and lift up.
Whoa, take it easy. You're going to get the stream taken down. Ooh, it's getting hot in here, isn't it? We're sharing a hotel room in Pulp Fest.
Yeah.
So I'll let you guys know about the tattoos.
Yes.
All of them.
Every time I travel to a different country, I get a different tattoo. My favorite place to get a tattoo that I ever got a tattoo was Scotland. Is
it Nessie?
No, it's a thistle. I was in Sterling, and we found a tattoo parlor, and we went in, and he's like, "What do you want?" And I said, "Can you do a thistle?" And he said, because I was looking through his book, and it was all like skulls and stuff, and he said, I can draw you a wee thistle, and gave me a thistle tattoo in Scotland. It was awesome. I got some. I did the actual Japanese where they hit the little needle with the stick stuff, and I did that in Japan, and I get it all on my stomach, which is a very painful place to get tattoos.
That's strange. You just have tattoos on your stomach.
Only stomach. I found out that was the most painful. I found out that was the most painful place for tattoos, and that's where I got them all.
I don't know.
It doesn't hurt that bad.
You can rock like a nice tramp stamp, like personally. I just
like the House of the Borderlands, like a black sun and the guy running from the house right there on my back. Oh my God, this is good.
All right, Pulp Fest. We're all getting matching tramp stamps.
I'm down.
I'm down. Let's go. Let's do it.
I would do that in a heartbeat. But Tim has to go first.
Oh.
Oh. Sterling, good lord, said Sephiroth.
Thug life.
You're not allowed a thistle tattoo, cultural appropriation. Sorry, Sephiroth. Although I do have thistles in New Mexico. We get thistles. In July. In Scotland, they use thistles to tattoo you. Krabby says. Oh my gosh.
That's funny. I forgot our topics. Oh, let me check my notes.
We're supposed to be ranting. We're supposed to be angry.
I'm supposed to be angry. I actually forgot.
We ended on me taking off my shirt on TikTok. That's where we that's where everything went different.
All right. So we got, is Booktube a thing? Oh God, we talk a lot. Okay, hold on. Let me scroll up. Okay.
We talk a lot.
Clickbait.
To say
What's
very
the
little.
point?
Clickbait.
Oh, clickbait.
How do we feel about clickbait?
You know, Chris loves it.
I love clickbait. And there's 10 reasons why.
Number 3 will shock you.
That's right. I think that as a teacher of writing and rhetoric, I have to state that the first thing we have to do to even discuss this is define our terms. What is clickbait? What is clickbait?
Clickbait is when you put something in the thumbnail or title that baits people into clicking on it, but it might not necessarily be the actual topic of the video.
And I think that's the kicker right there. If you make a video that straight up lies as to what it's going to be, I don't think that's a good idea. But I use clickbait. Like the biggest video, the video on my channel with the most views is, I think the title is The Weirdest, Most Psychedelic Science Fiction Book I've Ever Read. That's the whole title. And I feel like I named it that specifically so that people would click on it and to find out what the book was. Right? Is that clickbait?
No.
Well,
maybe.
There's a difference between a hook and an attention grabber and clickbait.
Okay.
I agree with both of you. But is there some weird overlap? Because I brought Ollie up. We'll use him as an example. That guy is shocked and flabbergasted by everything.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like every other. I'm like, stop touching your face. Is that okay, or is that a little bit of the? I know the algorithm likes that. The algorithm's like, ooh, look at this emotion. This looks nice.
I rarely use myself in my thumbnails. And it's funny because every video I watched when I started my YouTube was like, you need to put yourself doing different poses in your thumbnails. And I just never bought it. I mean, yeah. I don't. And I've done it a couple of times. What I've done is I've started trying to use pictures of myself on my update videos. But if I'm going to talk about a book, I'm going to put the coolest art I can find from that book as the thumbnail. People don't want to see me going or whatever. It's not what they're there
Maybe
for the books.
Do.
Well, that's what the updates are for. I think the recent one I was pointing at Jason in the original picture. And so I cut Jason out and just put myself going.
Just like your channel, cut him out. Yep. Good.
That's right. Speaking of, he'll be showing up in a couple of days on the channel. And we've picked our topic.
What is it?
So Jason and I try to not talk about books because it's what I talk about all the time. Last time we talked about horror movies. This time we're going to talk about video games. Two people that played very unique and random video games. We're going to talk about video games. That dude's face. Oh, Daniel Green. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He definitely went for that. I think Mike's from Mike's Book Reviews does that all the time, and it's fine. Like I watched Mike's stuff. I really enjoyed Mike, and I got to know his face, but I can't bring myself to do it on every thumbnail. I can't do it.
But maybe that's the click part or the clickbait element is that, wow, what in the world is shocking this person so
Right.
much?
Yeah.
Like what is it that they've seen or read? Like
Right.
Yeah.
it's like it's the intrigue part, I guess. But
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, if they were genuinely shocked, I guess it's not a lie.
I'm
Maybe
constantly genuinely shocked by the books I read.
I'll say maybe that's what bothers me is because I'll do stupid expressions in my thumbnails, but I never pose for my thumbnails. Rarely. I'll just snap a picture of me while I'm doing the review.
Sure.
And so it's obviously the most, when I'm either falling or cackling or pretending like I'm getting electrocuted or something stupid. But maybe that's what bothers me is because the shocked expressions look that you could tell they're not good at selling it. It is like this, like
Leave that up for a minute, Andrea.
it's so phony.
Yeah. Deep dives are my favorite. King and Ochre, they're my favorite. And it's what I most wanted to do when I started my Booktube channel. And I still do them for all the books that warrant a deep read. And I love doing it. And they're probably my least watched videos, but I think they're my most appreciated videos, if that makes sense. I get the most interaction in my comments because I mean, nobody's going to watch a deep dive of a book they haven't read, I don't think. So in that, with those specific videos, I'm getting people that have read the text and really want to get into the text. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, if it was Austin, if that hair on my last video, then it backfired because that is one of my lowest performing videos of all time.
It was one of your what?
Lowest performing videos of all time.
I thought the locks would bring everybody in, man.
No, they were like, I'm not watching. I can't watch this jester do this. Not today. I'll check back next week.
But I feel like for me, it's like I always like an authentic experience of someone. And
Sure.
When I see something, my facial expression is usually like,
Do you have the House of the Borderlands thumbnail on your computer right there?
me? No.
Yeah.
I didn't do that one. It was the check your shelf guys.
I love it because you're the only one on the thumbnail. And they found the most serious Andrea pose. And put
That's the only one I had. But it's like, okay, maybe I have
love it.
what they call resting bitch face. But
I love it.
Maybe when I say LOL, I'm not actually laughing out loud. But I've never been so shocked by something that I went like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know about all that. Chris Foss covers our read bait. Who's Chris Foss? Dang it, I'm out of this one.
He does the spaceships, the really streamlined, pattern spaceships.
Jason
and
has
usually they don't match the story.
Jason has a whole book of Chris Foss spaceships down here.
Okay, so actually, just speaking of cover read bait, I've been reading about like early pulps, like the pulpy books, like the novels, not the magazines. And it turns out that there's a lot of cover art because cover artists didn't necessarily read the books all the time. Some did. Like Frank Kelly Freas always read the book, and that was part of his artistry.
That's
but there were so many
amazing because he did so much pulp cover stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like it worked for his artistry, but then there were some artists who just kind of did the thing, and people went in picking up these books thinking they're about something. Like you see a pirate on the cover, and then it's about middle management in corporate America or something. It's like, come on.
Yeah,
I like finding. For a while, I had two books with the same cover. Because they reused the stock image because they didn't feel the first book sold enough to warrant not reusing the stock photo. And I think that happens more now than it used to. There's something I can rant about. I don't care as much for new covers.
Not even Weird Frequencies?
Well, that one's good.
Now that's a good cover right there. I would put that on a little shelf on my wall. I like that cover so much.
Shameless.
Okay, so that brings us to our next topic: shameless plugins. What do you think about that?
I shameless plug every day. I try to plug somebody else's channel every day. Is that what you're talking about?
No, it's when you kind of self-promote.
Oh, I do that sometimes too.
Yeah.
Like if I was supposed to do a video on a certain day and I can't do it, I'll send them to another one of my videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Frazetta ever read any of the books, but by God, he sold a lot of books.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. When you've got raw talent like that, you can get away with it.
I'm sure. I bet you. Yeah. I wonder what the limit is. I wonder how many books we could get with the same cover.
Oh,
I was told that he used his wife as a model. Is that true?
Frazetta?
Yeah, for all those Frazetta girl covers.
Those butts.
The butts, but also like, I like his figures very much.
Me too.
Like they're beautiful and aesthetically like great.
Yeah.
Like
I agree.
It's such a good like fantasy. I was just gonna say like there's people who get sponsored too, right? And then viewers are upset because they'll pay for premium YouTube, for example, to get no ads. And then they'll watch someone's video and then they'll be like, sometimes I'm sad. So Skillshare has helped, and then they'll like leap into like the ad, even though people said no ads or have paid for no ads. And then people always try to like sell you something and it's like, oh, like that's not genuine because you're trying to sell me something. Like, I don't know. I felt very weird about all of that in the past. And I don't know how I would feel if I was ever approached by something big and be like, hey, we're willing to pay. Because like I do want to support certain things and I would promote a lot of things like
an AI company has been trying to get me to promote for them. And it's a thumbnail creator. And I've turned them down. Yeah, but like I would throw a little ad in for Audible on my channel if they gave me money. Hell yeah, I would. Or for like Beehive Books. There are people I would sell out to, and I'm sure there's a certain amount of money that would crack me and all of us and everybody watching. Everybody has a limit, right? There's a point when the money's enough where you'd go, okay, I'll do that. So yeah, I don't know. Right?
Do we know our number?
No.
What's your number?
My limit,
like $20. I'll do it for $20.
My limit has not been reached. The AI company, we never got into conversations about money because I just said no, not AI. I won't do. Yeah. I won't do that. So I do have some moral fiber, but yeah, so okay, one of the YouTubers that I like that I watch changes their clothes when they do the ad, so you can just scroll until the shirt color changes to the other color and click it and you're over the ad. Like there's ways that you can help the people that watch you get through the ad portion. YouTube will show you the point to go to when you fast forward by. There's a huge peak of where everybody fast forwarded past the ad. So yeah, I don't know.
Sometimes I wonder if like it's also like the things that are a perfect fit for you or for me or for Jake is things that we would just pro bono promote anyway.
Seriously.
Yeah. So then they're like, well, why would I even bother with this guy?
Yeah.
Like if DAW Books, for example, were like up and active right now and they needed a sponsor, it would actually be pointless for them to come to you or you, given that you guys have given them so much clout already.
Lineco has not reached out to me after my last video.
I was hoping that Beehive Books was going to start sending me copies of their books so that I could show them off every time. I haven't received any Beehive Books. No. I bought all the ones I got.
The Snickers bar.
I can't see you taking money from an eyeglass company. Oh, at Bart's. Wait, is Bart's on here and I missed it?
I love Levi's pun so much.
What's up, Bart?
Which one's Bart?
I think it's fine. I think that's because I honestly think it's like I applaud the YouTubers who are like, nah, I'm never gonna take a sponsorship. I'm never gonna take an ad deal. I'm doing this for the passion. But I also like I don't judge the ones who don't. Just
I feel like
it is a lot of work.
I feel like people that say that haven't had an offer.
Mm-hmm.
What are you saying? You think people aren't knocking down my door? Is that what you're saying? You think I'm not beating off sponsorships?
You said beating off sponsorships. I think that is easier to say when there's no money involved. I think if somebody's knocking on your door with money, it's harder to say. The problem is, I think it's weird because I like money, but also I want it to make sense, and that's where my actual morals kick in. Like there was a ergonomic desk that wanted to sponsor me, and I was like, the hell does that have to do with my channel? Do I have to like start standing up in front of this desk when I do it?
Chris, this is how you do it, okay? So you're talking to us, we're talking, okay? Then Jake mentions a really cool book, and you go, hold on, let me go get my book, and then get up, and as you get up, you go, ow, and my back hurts. And then you say, but if I had an ergonomic desk.
I got to get back a hold of these guys, Andrea. You solved it.
And then it just seamlessly, like, you just slip it in. It's like discount code down below.
Yeah, like the glue, archival glue. I could sell that shit, Jake. I could do that, and I think you could too.
Because it's the best.
I've given them shout outs in my videos.
Yes,
sharing pulps.
We use that.
It's the best. Those plastic scrapers. I will move Amazon. I will move so many of those plastic scrapers for you guys.
Seriously.
Well, but that's the point, is that we already did it pro bono.
I know.
Krabby will take sponsorship from anyone.
Yeah, I'll make it work and I'll make it hilarious. I think it's even funnier if it doesn't make sense. Like, oh, these books are really like affecting my mental health. Mental health. If only I had help. Better help. Hey. I just make it a joke.
Or like it's completely unrelated. Like, if only I had better help. Red Bull.
Yeah.
It gives you wings.
It gives you wings. Yeah, I would never just randomly sponsor a massive company while doing a video.
Arby's. Want to feel sick the rest of your day?
I will say I'm visiting, and that was not my choice. It was not my number one.
You didn't drive to Colorado for the big beef and cheddars?
I did not.
Andrea, Arby's is a chain restaurant in these states that sucks.
The one with the big hat, right?
Is that a hat? Oh shit! Is that a hat?
Yeah.
Oh my!
What'd you think it was?
Squiggly ass, stupid red line.
Oh my god! Learn about your culture.
You know what's crazy? This is just as big to me as when I learned that Wendy's, the little thing in Wendy's says "mom" in the collar.
It does?
Oh, it does. Next time, I'll send you.
Wait a minute, Dave Thomas was an orphan.
That's because he wanted a mom so bad. He made Wendy's to be somebody's mom.
We really should be sponsored by BetterHelp. This is getting dark. Oh man,
squiggly ass, stupid ass. Oh my god! Thanks for watching this, you guys. Seriously.
Wow.
This is what happens when we don't talk about books.
I know, right?
You know, I think like this is like the miscellaneous topics that like I want to talk about, but I don't want to make a video about. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like,
have we hit them all, or is there
I
more?
don't know. Maybe there is more. What's a pirate's favorite restaurant? Arby's.
Stop trying to impress Andreea.
I'm already impressed.
He's found a Lord drop. We're getting deep in the stream.
Yes, I have a ton of those, Shuffle Boil, for real.
Ton of those.
Did I make a shocked face? We got to go clip it. We got to go clip it and see if I made a proper shocked face about Arby's being a hat. Because then it wouldn't be clickbait. I was really that really shocked me.
Look at Brett. I'd take an ad for True Cigarettes right about now. True or Kent's? Which one?
All right, so book genres. How do we feel about the term speculative fiction?
I just got into a conversation about this with my sister-in-law yesterday.
Okay.
Because I said that The Long Walk is sci-fi. Because she just watched the movie The Long Walk, and I was like, yeah, that's a sci-fi movie. Stephen King didn't write a lot of sci-fi, but The Long Walk and The Running Man were both sci-fi stories. And she's like, how is that sci-fi? I was like, it's in the future. Like he just used it had to be in the future to do the setup so that he could tell that story. And she's like, yeah, but there's no real science in it. It's just the future. And I was like, yeah, but I mean, shit, if you're in the future, it's sci-fi, right? And she's like, I don't like that. That like science fiction has to have science and fiction. And then I said, well, you will love the term speculative fiction. And she was like, okay, I accept that. Absolutely. It's speculative fiction. So yeah, I don't know. Defining genres is completely semantics at all times, right?
Well, the thing is, it's like the question is why label? Because for me, as a librarian, I need labels. I need to know where like a specific book goes, right? And it really helped me when I was trying to introduce my own channel to like the weird fiction, to say, here's what weird fiction is and where it fits. And it really helped to have that Venn diagram of like sci-fi, fantasy, horror, and then it's like right in the middle of those three circles.
It's weird.
And it's weird. But then there's all these little sub genres like solar punk, steampunk,
right?
You know, and all these things and where they fit, and maybe they have an overlap with history, right? And then you have things like, for example, The Handmaid's Tale, which is technically science fiction. I think she might have even won some awards for that in the sci-fi world. But she said that she wrote that book using historical models of what's happened to women throughout the world in actual history.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like, you know, does it help to have a label necessarily, given that it's literary, but it's also won sci-fi awards, but it's also kind of prophetic and historic? Like, I don't know, but it helps to know where to put it on the shelf. But it's like when you're describing a subgenre, it helps to have a bigger picture of definitions to be like, here's where this fits in.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I just really quick have to reply to Dwarven Dad. He said, Dwarven Dad, she loves sci-fi. My brother and his wife are both huge Star Trek fans. She absolutely loves sci-fi. She's picky about what she calls sci-fi, not that she doesn't want to read sci-fi. In fact, they call Star Wars fantasy in this house. Like that's how crazy the genre debate gets in this house. Because Star Wars is adventure in space doesn't make it science fiction to them. It makes it fantasy. It just happens to be in a space setting. Let's see if that gets people crazy.
Oh, no my goodness! No!
Hello.
Everyone, Jimmy is the cover artist of Weird Frequencies. Speaking of amazing cover art.
Naughty.
Oh, thank you for allowing me to come on. I'm sorry I'm late. I was eating my tea.
A wizard is never late.
Exactly.
Right. Well, you missed all the talk about the fast food chain in America called Arby's.
I caught the tail end of that with the pirate joke, and I thought, what the hell is Arby's? But what kind of stuff do they do?
Roast beef sandwiches.
Ah,
yeah.
Sounds vile.
Evil.
Evil. Yes.
2 Chris's, 2 Jimmys, actually.
I promise.
Sorry,
Jimmy, do you do any Jimmy, do you do any clickbait thumbnails for your videos, or are they just genuinely you?
In what way?
Like, do you have to do an extra pose outside of your videos to be like,
or do you ever purposely say, I'm not going to put this information in so that people will click on it to figure out?
Oh yeah, no,
Okay.
I never, I always usually, pose or something and put that in. It isn't taken from the actual video, but at the same time, I'm never usually misleading. I don't intend to be. Although sometimes I spend a lot of effort on the thumbnail, but the actual video is shambolic. So I think I am hoodwinking people unintentionally. Yeah.
So
Yes,
someone says Star Wars fits well into the recently popular sci-fi.
No, yeah, sci-fantasy. Yeah.
Someone told me once that Dune is successful because it's science fiction written as fantasy.
Yes, same thing as Star Wars, I think. It's almost historical fiction sci-fi. It's really strange because that doesn't make any sense because it's in the future. But yeah, it's weird to try to define things because it gets semantic no matter how hard you try. I like the label weird. I think all this started because I made a video asking if H.G. Wells' Time Machine could be considered weird fiction.
And there were quite a few comments, some deleted, that were like, let's settle down with this weird, calling everything weird, this weird genre. This is actually SF or, fantasy or whatnot. And it's
and I think I said in my video, yes, this is obviously sci-fi. I mean, come on, it's obviously sci-fi, but I like the idea of trying to explore the possibilities that it could also fit into. I thought that was fun. So I also get into the semantic antics. That's beautifully said, Chadwick. I get into the fun of discussing semantics. I do it with music too. Like, is this punk or is this post-punk or like, I don't know. I find it kind of fun. And I once had a huge argument with a bowling buddy of mine about whether Depeche Mode was EDM or new wave. And the problem with the argument is he was younger than me and listened to Depeche Mode recently. And I only listened to Depeche Mode back in the 80s when they were very obviously new wave. So yeah, it's interesting. I think it's kind of fun to think about where something fits in the broader historical concept of a genre. And H.G. Wells wrote The Time Machine in an era where weird was blowing up. And so I just thought it would be fun to look at that.
Yeah. And like, I think, okay, I don't want to put words in anyone's mouth, but like, this is something that I was discussing yesterday with the Check Your Shelf guys. But I would say that some people have a problem with the word speculative because it's like, oh, if you write a book that's historical fiction, and let's say it's set during World War I, and you have, I don't know, a romance or something, and you're putting words in their mouths, and you're just speculating what a couple during World War I might have been doing, because you're not there, so you're just speculating. So could you call that speculative? And then other people say, well, no, speculative fiction means you're speculating like the peripheries of reality. And if you're using technology, you're doing sci-fi. If you're using magic systems, it's fantasy. If you're using otherworldly folklore kind of monsters, it's horror. Though the horror can be psychological and in people's heads, but then it's crossed over with real crime and true crime. So it's like, it's all speculation. And it's like, is there a difference? I don't know.
Yeah, I think Joyce Carol Oates also really championed the concept of speculative with Book of the New Sun is a great example of I call it sci-fantasy. But it's the same place I put The Dying Earth, sci-fantasy.
Well, this is music stuff now.
I'm waiting for Tim to respond to Magus Reaver here to see if we can actually start a what genre is Depeche Mode fight in the comments after bringing up my fight.
Well, Tim says.
I'm with Tim. but I think that's also true because they're still making music and it's not new wave music anymore. I don't know. Semantics, definitions.
Semantics.
Scary.
Jimmy, are there any super controversial booktube topics that grind your gears?
To be honest, right, I only belatedly realized what we were going to be talking about this evening when actually
so are we.
Andreea hid it from you.
I thought it was just general things that we're pissed off at. But
I like that too.
That's a good title.
I do that a lot, just in my day-to-day life. However, I think I started my channel not really knowing about Booktube anyway, and I never really followed anyone until I think the first one was Jake.
Really?
First one.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
What? Well, it was because he was doing what I suppose my personality is a bit more, I suppose, out there. I suppose I don't really care what I'm doing as much. And then I saw in Jake that same thing, but far more controlled. He had harnessed his dark forces. Well, his
now I know you don't watch my stuff.
No, you write a script.
No.
You write a script. Jimmy does not. You are more controlled.
Well, yes, I don't know, but it was really well done, and I thought, oh, this is lovely. And then I started realizing that the massive community that's surrounding this. But I started out really stupidly. Really, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know it existed, and so I still don't really. I only follow the ones like all of you three, obviously, and a few others, but not a great deal of them. So I don't get carried along with like trends and tags is something I've only recently discovered through Austin with his channel, Eternal Reading. But other than that, yes, so nothing really pisses me off because I don't know much about it. I suppose the one thing I suppose is harking back to what you said just now about misleading thumbnails and also talking about things that are really, really current because they know they're going to get lots of viewers in. I've never been interested in that, so that would grind my gears. I just do what I want to do.
Yes, you do.
The love of it, really, isn't it? I wouldn't be interested if I was trying to hunt out what's the current trend in reading or whatever. Yeah, so there we are.
Jimmy, you did a video where you guys were playing darts and listening to music, and that was super fun. And I heard the Arcade Fire in there, and I haven't heard that album in a really long time. Yeah, you could make a video about anything, and I would watch it.
Yeah.
Looking for worms, playing darts. I watched you and Blade play video games for hours. I'm sad I didn't catch every one of those live streams, but I caught half of them. So, and what was the total? What was the total hours you think?
Oh, we did. I don't know. That was quite a lot. I think it was 8 or 9 hours. That one.
It was awesome.
More. I don't know. But yeah, Blade will be back down soon. Actually, we're going to be carrying on the Lemmings game.
Yes.
But
that took me back.
Yeah, it's such a lovely game, isn't it? So relaxing to watch and play, and Blade at the controls is just it's a dream, really.
I didn't know what to talk about with my brother. I'm down here in Colorado, and we decided video games, and it's because of you playing with Blade that much. I was like, Jason and I should talk about video games. So you're the reason we're talking video games on my next video.
That's very kind. Thank you. But it's all shambolic. It's all over the place. I know. But
I always catch your live streams with the music at the library just as it's about to close, like between 3 p.m. and 5. And it's like a really quiet, rare book library. And I have this full screen of just Jimmy going like.
Yes, you've got to be careful with that stream.
I listen to it in the car with my daughter. And she laughs at all the dirty bits. So,
Oh, good. Apologies.
Mine are a little too young still.
yeah,
'cause
mine's older.
I only catch half of them because I got to go pick up my kids. But
Right.
there was one time I had it synced up to my Bluetooth because I was listening on the way to pick them up, and then as soon as I picked the kids up, it just booted itself up, and you were shirtless. And just like, and the kid's like, "Dad, what's that?" I was like, "I don't know what it is. Nothing. Look away."
Apologies.
I like
No,
when the
it's great.
gold wand comes out. That's my
Yeah.
favorite.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I think my boss walked by that one.
I won't get it out here. I don't want to whip it out on your screen. But
All right.
It was a
from
gift
Kira.
from Sephiros, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's a naughty boy.
Thank you for that, Sephiros. I wanted to ask really quick because I saw Rob was here. Have you watched Rob's channel, L Space Archives, at all, Jimmy?
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Good. I think
I
you'd
was
like
there
that one.
at the beginning because you recommended him. I dip in and out with his stuff. He's very good, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah.
I haven't watched him for a while. The last one I saw was a time lapse of him reading a book end to end. That's never been done on YouTube as far as I know.
Is that Rob?
Yeah, I think it is him.
L Space Archives. That's an
Yes,
interesting
he starts
idea.
with a quote, doesn't he? On the
Yes.
I think that was one of the
And he
ones
did a
did.
time lapse of him reading a whole book.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
What a maniac.
Seriously, the stuff he comes up with, I love it. It's
Yeah.
great.
But that's the cool thing he's doing as well. What I kind of do, I suppose, and you all do as well, because you're not following trends. You're just thinking, oh, what shall I do now? Oh, this will be interesting, and just do it.
Yes,
That's
it
cool,
was
isn't it? I don't like looking at someone else and thinking, fuck, right, I want to do a bit of that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for if it's Jimmy talk about video games, then I do want to do a little bit of that.
Oh, yeah, but, yeah, that's different. Yeah. That's different.
Robert Block. I'm gonna have to go find that video. For some odd reason, the algorithm didn't throw it to me. That's
Unless I
hilarious.
rent it.
Another thing with trends is that I feel like it's best to wait it out a little bit to see like what's gonna happen to it. Cause like sometimes there's something popping for like 5 minutes and then there's like huge backlash and then there's backlash to the backlash. And then it's hard to like situate it and know how you really feel about it because there's so much noise. And it's kind of good to have some distance and like time, both about books and trends, to like really know how you truly feel about it. Right?
Yeah, I remember when I first started, if anybody said something mean in the comments, I would fight them. I would just get in there and get dirty. And now, like, I won't even respond. You can't even. People are like, "What you should have said," and I was like, "What I should have said is nothing," because that is always the right answer. But yeah, I try not to. Wait, I got to read this.
Yeah. I am doing a service.
I tell you what, though, both of you, yeah, this is interesting. Both of you have read a book by, is his name Garner?
Alan Garner.
Alan Garner. Jimmy, you did The Owl Service.
Yeah.
And Jake, you did something
Weirdstone.
Yeah. And God, I want to read that guy now. And I really want to read The Owl Service. And I've wanted to ever since Jimmy talked about him. And I can't find it anywhere. I have the Weirdstone, but I can't find The Owl Service anywhere. And I'd love to.
Oh.
Yeah, he seems kind of hard to find over here in the wild. I've only got a couple of his books over here.
Was it The Owl Service you said was was it hard to find or is just his best book?
From what Jimmy said, it sounds like his best book to me.
It's the only one I've read, but a good friend of mine, we went to university together. He recommended it. I'd never heard of it before, but a lot of people have since told me that it's their favorite one. So, I mean, it was at the time it would have been considered YA. Really, it was written primarily for younger people, but it doesn't read that way. and it's just wonderful. And it's not like it's not punching low just because the target audience is that much younger. It's if anything, it's for anyone, I would say. But yeah, such a wonderful little book that. And Chris, I will give you my copy, my friend.
I appreciate that. I think Goat Frenzy might have just already covered me there.
Ah, well,
yeah,
good old Goat. Yeah, he's a good fellow.
Yeah, chat with me in the Discord about it, Goat Frenzy. I'd appreciate that, seriously.
Has anyone read this?
The Library at Mount Char ... No, I don't know that one.
Who wrote that?
I've seen this in the bookstore because it's relatively new. It looks like this.
Huh. Is it good? Is it something you think I'd like?
Well, it has 11,000 views on Goodreads, and they're all 4.4 and up. So
wow.
Crikey.
I'm looking for a book to listen to on the way back home because I'm just finishing up The Fisherman.
Oh, I'm going to send you this link. I couldn't find the audiobook for The Fisherman. It's only available in the United States.
That's ridiculous. I have no answer to that. Do you want to sign into my Audible?
I kind of do now. But I have to let you finish it first.
I got to finish it, yeah.
But I really, really want to read that. So I really need the audio.
It's great. I'm having a riot. Yeah, it started a little slow, and then it just went... It's a good time.
I mean, that could be a fun Audible move to allow friends to like merge libraries.
No, you can share. You can share books through Audible.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't know if they expect people from USA and Canada to be friends.
Well, the thing is, I have an American account too. So it's audible.com, not .ca.
We'll figure it out off of live.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out. Yeah.
USA. Wait, Levi, are you in the United States?
Yeah.
Kind of. He's buried somewhere in the middle. Like, we think he's there, but nobody's ever really seen him.
He might have a secret base in a hollowed out volcano somewhere in the middle of the ocean.
Tim, are you seeing this comment from Austin?
No way. Is that true? Wow.
Huh.
Wow.
He's like, I took on Lovecraft. Now I got to take on Howard.
Interesting.
That's so cool. All right. It's so weird watching Jimmy on my screen just being perfectly calm.
Because I'm scared.
So uncanny.
Because I'm scared. No scared.
I haven't had enough to drink.
Sorry, Levi. Sorry. All right. What else, Andrea? You're throwing topics out.
Yeah. We're not ranting enough. We're supposed to be a rant video.
Anger.
We're just having friendly conversations.
How do you feel about people using books for props and for aesthetic only?
Evil.
Who would do that?
I do like Chris's arrangement, though. That's very minimal, but it has a lot of impact.
This is my sister-in-law's wall. I mean, she had a different book here. I put her copy of Weird Frequencies up there for the video.
Quite right.
And I like that it has the Arby's cup display at the bottom there.
It's got everything.
Yeah.
I personally think it's deplorable. But putting for decoration, people even arranging in terms of color and things like that. I'm a bit of a snob, I suppose, in that respect. But I just think a bookshelf just should look all higgledy-piggledy, like Jake's there. That's my kind of go-to shelf, I would say, bookshelf.
Yeah, I put all my DAWs together, and they look really good together. But you're right. I do weird stuff. Like my weird section is is chronological by date of release. So I don't do it by author. I do it by the year the book was released, which for some odd reason is really is kind of the way my brain works. Is I want to be like, what happened in 1895 in weird, right? And I'll have like all the books from 1895 in a section there. So yeah, I like chronological more than by author, which is Yay!
I
Somebody does the
imagine
same thing.
Andrea's shelves must be immaculately ordered.
Yeah.
No?
So my problem right now is that I hoard a lot of books. I do. I collect so many, but I don't have that much space. I don't have my own, like a room of her own kind of thing for doing the booktube. So I'm waiting to move to a bigger place. But when I do, it's going to be organized like the Cotton Library. Sir Robert Cotton organized his library by shelf, and then on top he would have one of the emperor's busts. So they'd be like Cotton Vitellius or Cotton Caesar or whatever, and then it would be like each shelf had like a stand-in emperor head bust on top. But mine are gonna be symbolic, so I'm gonna have a cowboy hat for my westerns and a ship for my nautical books.
Yeah.
And a Cthulhu statue for my like weird yes, exactly.
I'll send this to you. You can put it up on your shelf on the westerns.
So I just opened BuzzFeed and I looked up controversial hot topics.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
All right. How do we feel about celebrities publishing their ghost-written garbage memoirs that are cluttering up the bestseller shelves and drive you insane?
I feel like the tone of this question is has an agenda.
Right.
Garbage. Okay.
Does being able to predict the ending of a book make a mystery book automatically bad?
Okay, can we do this with film? Did you guys watch the Knives Out movies?
Yes.
I liked the first one very much. The second one, I was like, oh, this kind of rich douchebag did it. And the fact, what if people haven't seen it?
I haven't seen the third one.
The third one's good. The second one sucked.
The second one, they had an agenda.
I don't know if they had an agenda. What I hated about it,
Elon Musk bad.
Oh, well, yeah. But what I hated about it is that the person that obviously was the killer was obvious the killer all the way through. Yeah. And that really bothered me. So maybe, Andrea, I'm going to say maybe on that one.
I'm going to say no, because Knives Out is not a whodunit. It's like a suspenseful, it's more like a suspenseful thriller where you're like, we know who done it, but it's
not
still
in
a
the
mystery.
First one.
The first one, yes, you do.
Oh, not in the third one.
Oh, I haven't seen the third one.
You have to watch the third one. It's fun.
Has there ever been a book or a movie that starts out with a murder and you immediately know who done it, and then you just go back to see what happened?
Has there ever been a movie? It's a how done it.
How done it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, interesting. No, I think there are a lot of movies. I'm having a hard time thinking of one, but I think there are a lot of movies that will give away right away, and then you just have to watch the procedure of them catching them.
That was like Columbo, wasn't it? That was the thing with Columbo. You'd always know, and then it's just watching him hound them the whole time.
I loved Columbo.
Why done it?
Yeah. Yeah, Columbo says Joe Chewbacca. Yep. Yeah, Columbo. I loved Columbo. All the Columbo shows were howdunnits. Yep.
Does every book need a happy ending?
No.
No, but it needs a little hope.
Okay.
I believe like there are books that I read that are so painful that I don't get the point. The Road by Cormac McCarthy is like, I would like somebody to just, I'm going to stand here and I'd like somebody to just kick me in the nuts over and over again. And
I'm flipping that.
That'll be my afternoon. That's my afternoon. And that's what reading the Road was like for me. I feel like there is a need for some hope, but it doesn't always have to be a happy ending.
I disagree. I think Tim says it perfectly. Everything needs to have a satisfactory ending.
Oh, okay.
And that honestly could be bleak, or that could be purposefully nebulous.
Well, I'm okay with all that as long as it's not just torture the entire time.
Here's the thing. Think of the thing, and I don't know how the book ends. Who goes there? But the
when
film,
you said "here's the thing," you literally meant the thing.
The thing.
Okay.
The ending is without hope, completely nebulous, and it's one of my favorite endings of all time.
But the story was full of hope because they were hoping to. I mean, you're hoping for them to win. Like it wasn't as dark as The Road. I don't know, man.
Well,
the
road,
was pretty dark.
The Road honestly just sucks. Like I hate The Road.
It's a great book. It sucks.
Is it a great book though?
Yes.
Because I've read The Road, and I remember reading it, and when I was done, I was like, what's the big deal about that? Because I think people in regard to McCarthy, and I've only read The Road. That's the only Cormac, or maybe that's the only Cormac McCarthy book I've read. Maybe people just get so caught up with his flashy or his super minimalist writing style. Look at what he's doing as opposed to the actual content. It was a middling post-apocalyptic story that went nowhere.
I really thought that it was a beautiful story about how much a parent will love a child. And I had just had a child when I read it, so I might be biased. But it was too dark. But I do want to say a bleak ending and a story with zero hope are not the same thing. I don't mind bleak endings. I can have bleak endings all day. A story with no hope is a story that has no hope from beginning to end. Like The Road, there was nothing hopeful in The Road. It was all terrible, horrible, awful stuff the entire time. There was nothing hopeful in that book at all, in my opinion. I mean, literally, he has 2 bullets through the whole book so he can shoot his kid and himself if shit gets too hairy too quickly. There's nothing good in that book, or I didn't see anything.
I'm looking at all the comments here, and you guys are all saying like it's different when you're a parent, but I was a young parent when I read The Road, and I kind of disagree with you, Chris, because there was hope in The Road. They're going south. The purpose of them going south is to hopefully find hope. They are going for that. It just didn't work out for him. He got sick, and spoiler alert. I don't care about spoiling Cormac McCarthy's book because he's a creep.
And the thing is a good example because you're right. That's a movie that and a book that I really enjoyed that is similarly pretty dang hopeless.
In the movie, didn't they alter it? Didn't they put a bit of good in, or a bit of hope in the end with the plant? Was that the end of the movie? There was a leaf of some kind, or am I thinking of something else?
Ooh, I don't remember. I know that they were looking at each other and they didn't know who was the thing. That's the part of that's the end of the movie that I remember.
Correct.
And I think the book ends differently.
Sorry, I was talking about The Road.
Oh, I never watched that movie. The minute it came out, I was like, I read the book. Why would I want to go through the afternoon of ball kicking experience again?
I think the movie. I think when they did the movie, they thought, "My God, we've got to give them something at the end." And I'm pretty sure it was a pot with a leaf in it, just to show that perhaps something might grow again.
Yeah,
but that wasn't in the book, was it? It was. In fact, it ended with a strange thing about the markings of a fish. Was it a salmon? I can't remember now. It's quite an odd ending.
Now I can't remember. It's been a long time. My kid's like about to graduate high school, and I read it when she was first born. It was a fish, says Austin. It was a fish.
No.
The road did end in a hopeful way. His son was somewhere safe. That's good. That's good. All I remember was just, wow. It's the reason I quit Game of Thrones. Season 5, that guy getting tortured. I was just like, this is what is the entertainment value of watching something this bleak? Yeah, I don't know, man. This is something we'll have to really think about and talk about again later.
Speaking of movies, though, another controversial topic is, are there situations where the movie is much, much better than the book?
Yes. And I have one where the author himself said the same, and that's Fight Club.
Yeah.
Chuck Palahniuk said the movie is better than my book, that David Fincher took it a step further and organized it in a better way. And I agree with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jaws. Yeah.
Austin, I don't think there is a film of No Longer Human. You'll have to look it up, but I don't think there is. Oh, Jaws. That's a really good answer. Yeah, Peter Benchley, the guy who wrote Jaws, regretted it and became a huge advocate for sharks because he was afraid that his book single-handedly killed a bunch of sharks because people became so afraid of them.
I often find that like movies that get Oscars, like those Oscar films that are usually based on a book that isn't like one of the classics, just like Silver Linings Playbook, like The Reader, Uneducation, like a bunch of the ones that get Oscars. Every time I really love the movie, and
I
it's
haven't
got
seen
great.
any of these.
Well, like I'm just saying, like when I go back to read the book because the movie was so great.
Yeah.
I usually find that the Oscar films are much better than the books that they're based on.
Ooh, Austin's going to start a fight.
No, he's right.
You think the movie's better than the book?
No.
In this case, I have to say, click on The Shining for me there, Eternal Reading. In this case, I think that, we have to say they're two different mediums, right? Reading and books and film are two different mediums. I can't decide between the two. I like them both very much, and they are different takes. Austin, I'm biased towards Stephen King. I don't mind that you don't like him, of course, but I grew up with it. He's like the first adult writer I ever read. And I love the movie The Shining. I love it. But I really like the book too. That's interesting. Ooh, Jurassic Park.
I enjoyed the book, but I like the movie quite a bit more.
Same.
Is that the movie where people go to a theme park where
Shut up.
somebody has created robot cowboys that start killing them?
Crichton went through a theme park phase there for a while.
He did.
And excuse me if they were all bangers.
I love Westworld. I really do. They just did a 4K release of Westworld.
The movie or the not the show, right?
The movie
with Yul Brynner.
Yeah, with Yul Brynner.
Well done. We can still be friends. Yep.
Yay.
I mean, it isn't anything to do with science fiction, but what Andreea mentioned, Silver Linings Playbook, I haven't read the book, but I absolutely loved the film. I thought it was so good. And perhaps the difference between the book and the film is that I thought the performances were really good. And so it kind of, whatever dialogue's in the book, the way they portrayed it, it really got me. I was quite surprised. And it doesn't help, of course, that Bradley Cooper looks like one of my brothers. And so it always makes me tear up because I just picture him in it. So perhaps that I'm slightly biased there, but I still think it's wonderful.
We're excited about that, Joe. Sorry, Joe.
There's an amazing scene in Silver Linings where he's reading a book and he goes, "What the?" And then he just throws it out the window and he goes, "Why would you do that to your characters?" That is now my standard for reading reactions.
Jake, you got to clip that. That's a clippable moment right there.
No.
Android's Dream of Electric Sheep. I didn't grow up loving Blade Runner the way most people my age did. I'm not a huge fan of that gritty. What do they call that? That thing that
it's like cyberpunk. Is it
cyberpunk?
No, or like Nor. It's a Nor.
I'm going to say cyberpunk is what I was looking for. I'm not a huge fan of like gritty, no hope. Everybody's living on top of each other. Insane. That's not my thing. And I felt like Do Androids was beautifully done. In the end, I think it's a meditation on PTSD, actually, the last bit. And I think it's a brilliant book. And while I do love Rutger Hauer's speech at the end, I think it's an incredible moment in film. The entire movie was not my favorite.
Neo Nor. I think that's right.
I feel like my camera's too high, so it looks like my eyes are closed all the time.
It's a good angle. It's a flattering angle. You're fine.
It looks like I'm napping.
Well, yeah, but
Oh, interesting. The animated adaptation of The Hobbit than reading the book.
I like the animated adaptation better than the book.
I love them both. That is. Where's Tim when we need him?
He's furiously typing right now, I'm sure.
Oh man, I loved that animated when I was a kid, dude. But I also loved the book.
I'm not a fan of the book.
Oh, interesting. Are you reading them with us?
No, but I've read it before.
Okay.
But the reason why is because I don't like the, well, you won't believe what happens in this next section as I tell you this story. I don't like that kind of step back, fourth wall break that he does in that book. It takes me out of it. I'm like, no, just tell the story. I get why he was doing it as a children's book. It's fine. But the greatest adventure.
Yes. Thank you, Jake. I don't got the singing voice for that. It's good. Now, do you like the Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the movies, but I haven't read the books.
Oh, okay. See, I like the Hobbit book better than the Lord of the Rings books, which is probably also an L take. But I DNF'd halfway through the second Lord of the Rings, and I'm going to be watching or reading them. Or maybe I could just watch them, right? They're exactly the same.
They're just the same.
All right. But I'm going to be reading them with Tim, and we'll see what I think. But yeah, I loved the Hobbit book, and I can't pick on that one. I can't. That's too hard.
Have you ever read, I think it's called The Smith of Wootton Major?
No, but I have a copy. Haven't read it.
That's really nice. And it's kind of, you can see the ingredients that might have been used later on, the things he was thinking about. I'm pretty sure there's elves in there, but it's quite a short book, but I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I think that's what he was writing after The Hobbit. That was going to be his next book after The Hobbit.
Right.
And then he kind of scrapped it and went to Lord of the Rings. Oh, Watershed Down, dude.
Yeah, that must be up too.
Dude, yeah.
Animal Farm too.
Oh, there's apparently, dude, I saw this trailer. I don't know if it's real or AI or if people are having a joke. Is it real? I don't think I can watch that. I mean, It is truly Animal Farm, the effed up story of Animal Farm, but it's got like jokes like that Zootopia movie in it. Like, I don't think they can balance those two things. I don't think that can work.
Well, plus they changed the whole theme. It's like in the new version of Animal Farm, it's no longer the communists are the bad guys. At this point, it's the capitalists. They completely swapped it. So.
In the book, it's the pigs.
Yeah.
And the pigs start working with the humans. Well, I loved Animal Farm. I don't think I can watch that movie. I don't understand.
It's a bad take.
Guys, last topic, okay? We got the last one.
There's topics?
Yeah. This is the last one I got because I've been looking on the internet this whole time.
Okay. 15 minutes we got for this topic.
All right. How do we feel about books that everyone pretends to understand, but they're absolute garbage, but they pretend it's like the greatest thing in the world, and it's like you just don't get it because you're not smart enough, and it's like they're all pretending to like it, and we all know they're pretending to like it.
Like what?
Infinite Jest.
Yeah, that's what I figured you were going for.
Gravity's Rainbow.
Finnegan's Wake.
Finnegan's Wake.
Yeah. This everybody go first.
I'll just very briefly, I've run afoul of this. A couple of books I've read and reviewed, Barry Malzberg's Beyond Apollo and Heinlein's, what's that one about the moon?
The Moon is a Harsh Mistress?
That one. So I read it and I didn't get it on the level that other people did. So I got a lot of flack, I suppose you could say. But yes, that does annoy me. So I tend not to, I think, there is a tendency, I suppose, for some, I've never encountered it, but I'm sure this happens. They'll read around first. They'll look at the general opinion of how well regarded a book is and what it's actually about, perhaps even. And then they'll just regurgitate that. just to increase their, I don't know, their perceived intelligence. But yes, I don't agree with that practice. But you do run the risk of looking like a complete idiot. Yes, which I have done on a couple of occasions. Yeah.
See, I've had a lot of reading experiences where like it was kind of difficult to push through the book. Like it was like, oh, okay, like this is not great. But then once it was done and I looked back on it, there were some interesting topics or character development, or like the ending kind of changed things that it was fun to talk about or think about or discuss with other people. But then there's books that I just genuinely enjoyed the entire time, and it was like a fun actual reading experience.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's these books that like, it's just like, you know.
So this is something that you've hit on something that I've had to deal with for a long time, and that I have strange reading tastes, as anybody that watches my channel knows. Like the parts of I what I like
Shut up.
I like shit to be a little challenging. And growing up, like for instance, somebody brought up Faulkner, and I read As I Lay Dying, and I genuinely loved that novel, and I loved the stream of consciousness take, and I loved taking the time and figuring out whose perspective we were coming from. But books like Ulysses, which was brought up by Krabby, I think, and Finnegan's Wake, both of those I just DNF'd. I just went, this is nonsense and not worth the work. So I get that, but I do think that it can lead to a little bit of shutting down people's ideas quickly, if that makes sense. I mean, it's strange that I will often get accused of trying to act smart about a book that I actually just really enjoyed and came up with an interpretation that I feel has textual evidence to back up. But people's response is, I read that book, I couldn't understand it. So you've got to be full of shit. And I don't like that as much, just because I do like reading weird stuff. But I do think there are people, and I'm sure in the past that I have tried to flex on things that I didn't truly understand. I'm sure I've done that too. But yeah, I think that we need people to write weird ass books. I think that we do.
But see, weird. Okay, I'm with you on the weird.
I loved The Master and Margarita. I enjoyed that book a lot. Talking to Satan and the cat, and yeah, I liked all that.
But I'm talking more about the things that are just so purposely like extra long just to be a tome. Like, for example, Infinite Jest has some good ideas, but first of all, he put them all in an essay. He already has a book out with essays discussing the ideas in Infinite Jest. And then it could have been like, I don't know, 800 pages shorter, you know, like it's 1,200 pages. And it's like, it doesn't need to be that long. You know, it was done on purpose to exclude people.
Do you think that's what the artist thought?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You think he wrote that many pages just to be like, fuck these guys, I'm going to exclude them?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think that he was trying to do something, and I do think it failed. I'm just not a fan of that book, but yeah, thank you, Krabby. Yeah, I don't. That's such a hard one, because I feel that the artist was trying something, and I think that there might be somebody that got it, but it wasn't me. It wasn't me that got it. But if somebody showed up to me and was like, well, it's weird because I want to give credence to what you're saying as well. If somebody showed up to me and said, oh, you're not truly a fan of literature if you haven't read Finnegan's Wake and loved it, then that person's just a kind of a douchey gatekeeper, and he can go away. But if somebody came up to me and said, you know, I have this weird take. Here's what I think he was doing in Finnegan's Wake, and I loved this thread, and I think then I'd listen to it. and I would give it the time of day because that person connected to it, I think.
But I couldn't even read Finnegan's Wake. Like,
No, neither could I.
Like, physically read it,
Yeah,
because there's
neither could I.
no words. Like, the words are like...
Gertrude Stein does a similar thing in the 20s, Tender Buttons and all that. That I had people be like, "This is the most genius poetry I've ever read," and I read it and I'm like, that is like the equivalent of somebody throwing paint on a canvas. That's like somebody got a bunch of fridge magnets and just threw them to see what stuck. And of course, that's not what the writer did, but it felt like that to me. I think in art, if you just look at it and say that's just weird to be weird, you've got the definition of pretentious. But if somebody looks at it and can come up with a interpretation that makes sense to them, and I would like to add that there better be textual evidence to back this up. Yes, then I think that you can have a conversation about what the meaning is, and it can go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
What about Old Man in the Sea? Would you consider that pretentious?
I like Old Man in the Sea better than Moby Dick.
Is it just because it's short?
It is more. It is more succinct, and I think tells the same story in a way that works better for me. I would read Old Man in the Sea before I'd read Moby Dick again, and I really enjoy Old Man in the Sea. I think it's a great novel.
Even though people say it's incredibly pretentious just because he's purposefully anti-allegory in that book.
I read that when I was a teenager, and for me, it was about a guy chasing down a fish and kind of becoming obsessed with that. So I might have to read that more recently to get what you're getting at. I've never read it with that interpretation. I read it as kind of a very honest, direct story. Also, I liked The Plague a lot, too. They're talking about Plague by Camus. I loved that book.
See, I feel like these are books that have been widely read and discussed, and some people call them classics in philosophy or literature or something. And I feel like I'm talking more about books that are purposely, like, excluding you, the reader. Like, they don't care about you at all when they write them.
Yeah, okay.
Like, both Hemingway and Herman Melville, like, they were making a living off of people reading. So, like, it was important to them that you do understand what's happening. Like, I could read both of those books and know what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
I mean more like when people are like, okay, and here you take this book and you have to read it in the mirror because the text is actually backwards and you have to
House of Leaves
down.
Yeah. House of Leaves, I had to turn the book in all different ways, and I didn't put it up to the mirror. I just read it backwards, but yeah. Yeah, I feel like the artist is probably doing it with art in mind. I love half of House of Leaves. The half about the house expanding is incredible. The other half about him talking about how many drugs he did and how many women he slept with, not interesting to me at all.
You said swept with. You said swept with.
Yeah.
Are you cleaning this up for the algorithm?
No. He literally gets together with women and sweeps. That's his thing, man.
Oh, nice.
He loves sweeping.
That's how he gets the ladies.
That's right. I got an extra broom here, lady. I'm just gonna own the bit all the way to the end. I read Pynchon's Crying of Lot 49. It was okay. It was fine, to quote Brian. It was fine. It was fine.
Oh, Constance just got here.
I love Constance. Hi, Constance. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think I read smart enough stuff to really take part in this conversation.
I believe everybody writes. I believe everybody tries to do their best when they write. I don't believe anybody's ever like, haha, I'm gonna mess people. Well, that's not true. There's literally philosophers that talk about making it harder to understand on purpose. So
yeah.
Oh, Constance.
For sure. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I
Oh,
suppose the thing that annoys me is I've encountered this for the last time, but you're reading a novel and then there's the presumption that you're fluent in French or Latin.
Oh God, I hate that.
That is a fucking annoying thing, and I won't even Google it.
I don't either.
I'm not.
I've done it once. You know, I do it more now that I started a Booktube channel because I feel like I owe the audience that's going to read it because I tell them to an explanation. But yeah, you're right. I'm like, seriously, come on. And they used to do it like Victorian times. They would do it. They would do it for all the naughty bits, which are the most exciting part. But they didn't want the ladies
sweeping,
to, faint. Yeah, like all the sweeping,
maybe a little mopping.
Yeah,
get the duster out, Swiffer up this place.
But put it all in Latin or French so that ladies wouldn't be fainting left and right.
That's a good reason to employ that tactic, but otherwise it's very elitist, isn't it? Assuming your readership has that knowledge. Bit naughty.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good film, actually. Name of the Rose.
I don't
Sean
know.
Connery's in it, playing a Sistine monk. I think.
I actually have a few books in my collection that are poisonous.
I'll read it, Krabby, when you're done with it.
Let's see. What are the most difficult novels ever? So Ulysses, Finnegan's Wake, The Sound and the Fury, Moby Dick, number 4. Wow.
Dude, he's crazy. Somebody said up earlier he's a bit antagonistic to his audience, and I believe that is correct. But here's the point. Like you like that book, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In what way is he antagonistic? Can you explain it to me?
Well, the guy that made the comment better. I believe that is probably one of the most boring books that I have ever read in my life, and that it is filled with a superfluous nonsense. And I believe that to the writer, it was not superfluous. I believe that Herman Melville was doing that with love and artistic integrity. It's just not for me. It's for Andreea.
It's funny that most of the things that people mentioned in the chat are on this list. Like if you look up the most difficult books, and I think there's two camps where there's one with like the people who are just reading these books that are completely excluding the reader. And then there's people who are forced to read these books for school.
Sure.
And I think it's like you make a negative association automatically if someone forced you to read that in high school.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I always felt like there are some books that are only famous because the movie came immediately afterward and was so good. And one of those examples for me is Gone with the Wind and To Kill a Mockingbird.
Both great. Gone with the Wind, absolutely.
Like the book and the movie came out almost like at the same time. And I know that Gregory Peck is like famous for doing his like one scene and one cut and like 15 minutes of straight filming. And I think it was like so popular. Like it made the book a bestseller to begin with, kind of thing. And they were just so closely tied. And Harry Potter's success too, like having the book and the movie come out like every year side by side. Like I think it just greatly influenced the like hype of the book, right? I don't know. Like maybe we're seeing more than we would have had it not been popularized. Like,
Sure.
I don't know.
Yay!
Well, that's definitely true of the Lord of the Rings films, isn't it? Because there's so many people that never read them because they are they're hard to get through in a way. There's a lot of poetry in there.
We got to give a shout out to drugs too. I don't think that Lord of the Rings would be anywhere without drugs, 60s, and the hippies. No way, man. They brought that back. They brought
shout
that
out drugs
big time.
Yeah, no, I was watching Gone with the Wind and I love the movie so much.
So true. Yes. Sorry, comment.
The actors are so good. And then I tried to read the book and I was like, the first line is like, Scarlett O'Hara was not beautiful. And I'm like, but Vivian Lee, have you guys not seen, like, what? Like, that doesn't mean anything now.
I've only read the book. I've not seen the movie. And I love the book. I named my daughter after Scout.
Frankly, my dear. Oh, you're talking about the other book. Never mind.
Yeah. Kill a Mockingbird.
I thought you were talking about no, I forgot the name of it. Whatever we were just talking about.
I don't know, but Eternal Reading has had enough.
Oh, no.
One of these days, I want to meet Eternal Reading in person. I think he and I would get along really well, and I want it to be in Ireland, and then we should go get tattoos. Come on,
Oh my
it'd be
God,
so
yes.
fun. It'd be so fun.
You're gonna go get a 4-leaf clover on your.
Don't
butt.
do drugs, kids. You'll end up like this lot. Oh my God. I never got on the Gone with the Wind bandwagon. I never cared about the movie or the book. I get pissed. I'm in.
All right. Do you guys have any cool projects coming up on your channels?
Jimmy just told us Blade's coming up.
When's that,
That's all I
Jimmy?
got.
That's all I got.
When, Jimmy?
When's the next radio?
Well, yeah, there'll be a live stream next week as usual on next Thursday. And I think the theme for this one is going to be, I want people to just give me the best they've got. I want them to impress me with whatever they've got. And then I'm going to do a kind of
song.
emperor thing where I get my thumb and it's either a
Oh God, I can't miss this one. Is that coming up? No, next week.
Next Thursday, yeah.
All
Wait,
right.
a week today.
Okay.
Blade will be down soon. He gave me a text saying, when can we play Lemmings again? So that's going to be in the next couple of weeks. And other than that, that's all I got.
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, cheers.
What
Yeah,
about
best song. I'm starting to think right now, like, what am I going to throw at Jimmy to get that thumbs up, man?
Gone are the days of us being able to submit multiple multiple songs, because your streams are getting pretty big.
It's true.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up. Well, people come and go a lot. But yeah, in terms of, I can just about play everyone one song. It's getting to the point where I'm not quite managing that, but hopefully it doesn't get too much more. No, not that Blade. Not that Blade.
Do you ever get flagged by YouTube with copyright? You play like
Never.
4 or 5 times a stream.
Well, the record is 4 times. I've been brought down. So during a stream, I've been brought down 4 times for copyright infringement. But then it comes back.
They just
again.
let him keep going. It's so weird.
Yeah, we have a special deal. Although I think the most problem we had was using a clip over and over again of Jean-Claude Van Damme dancing.
Such a good clip, dude.
doing
And you put it to
something.
different songs, and it works every time.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. But all I had to do was flip it horizontally, and it was all right again. So there we are, a little trick there. If anyone wants to use copyrighted material on YouTube.
See you, Joe.
So what about you, Jake and Chris? Do you have anything coming up to on your channel?
I'm still reading the Mishima tetralogy. And bye, Sephiros. And Tim and I and Virgil. I don't even know who's doing this with us anymore. We're gonna read the Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings, 1 book a month. That's coming up. And then of course I'll always be doing the weirdest stuff I can find.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, video games. Jason and I are going to talk about video games in a couple of days, so that'll be up soon.
Nice. And you, Jake?
Normal stuff. Trying to review the most obscure thing I could possibly find once a week. This is the next Eebs pick, and the devil will drag you under.
Who is it with?
Myself, Tim, Nick, and our special guest is Braden from Dad Like Book. He's going to be on there as well, so this should be a good time. I think so. I haven't started it yet.
It's weird to say his channel name without seeing the picture.
Because it's a caveman, yeah.
It's a caveman.
It's a cartoon caveman.
When you
Dad
see
like
the
book.
picture, Dad Like Book makes sense. But when you just say it right out, it's like, wait, you said that wrong.
Yeah.
When is that, Jake? When?
I don't know. It's on my channel. Go to my channel, look at the live it's set up. I don't know. I don't remember the date, but end of the month, time-ish. And other than that, I'm just receiving loads of submissions for Weird Frequencies 2 and the new horror anthology,
Electric Boogaloo,
that we'll have to think of a title for eventually. Because I'm getting tired of saying the unknown horror.
Scary vibes.
Yes.
In paperback.
It's not dead. It'll always be this size.
It will always be alive.
Until they tell us no on Amazon.
We
Then
came
I'll go-
full circle. circle, full circle. This is beautiful.
Then I'll handwrite them and print them myself.
Dang.
But then I think we'll also come out with maybe either a Kindle again, like we did last time, or a larger hardback for some of you old eyes.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right.
What about you, Andrea? What
What about you?
Well, I took off this week off work so that I could catch up on some YouTube. I've been making videos like vlogs. I have the next Weird Wednesday lined up, and it's going to be interesting because I'm switching subgenres a little bit. So that'll be fun.
Yay.
I'm not telling you what it is, though.
Oh.
You'll have to watch it.
Oh.
Forget it.
And I honestly didn't have any ideas for this video today. I just really wanted to hang out with you guys.
It was great.
It was fun.
I like that you put the two bearded wizards on the bottom.
That wasn't on purpose.
Oh, you ruined it. Well, thanks. That was fun, Andrea.
Thank you, guys. I will see you soon. Bye, everyone.
Good to see you.
Later. Bye, everybody. Bye, chat.
Everybody look at the